مهندس فؤاد ازيك؟
الحمد لله.
It's a pleasure to have you today.
Same here.
يلا بينا؟
يلا let's go.
Are you excited?
Yes, of course.
يلا بينا. مهندس فؤاد ازي حضرتك؟
الحمد لله.
اخبار حضرتك ايه؟
كويس.
مبسوطة جدا حضرتك معانا النهارده. An icon for design. لو you would like people to know you, how would you like them to know you today?
Someone with passion and someone that appreciates art, design, the world we live in, nature, and all talented and hardworking people.
All talent خالص يعني ما شاء الله very updated. طيب يعني كده a glimpse of what did you study, how did you reach where you are today, السيكونس بتاع حياتك مشي ازاي؟
أنا رحت جامعة في لوس أنجلوس. It was a private institute, Otis Parsons School of Design. في عندهم 3 campuses. campus في لوس أنجلوس downtown لوس أنجلوس وكامبس في نيويورك وanother one في باريس. فكان في بروجرام حلو في الكامبس اللي موجود في لوس أنجلوس. It was called environmental design. It was a new program جديد وكان بروجرام بيشمل all kinds of design, architectural design, interior design, landscape architecture, furniture design. فكان شيء جديد وفريش والشخص اللي the person who basically put the curriculum and put the program together was a favorite architect of mine. His name is Coy Howard. I went. It was a 4-year program. فرحت هناك وبعدين في سنة 1993 عملت بروجرام في باريس في البوزار. حبيت أن أسوي شيء مختلف. I did 3 months at the Beaux-Arts in Paris.
Nice, very very interesting. طيب وبعدين how did you start your career life?
والله شوفي أنا ابتديت الكارير لايف بتاعي مش بالانتيريور ديزاين، ابتديته بفرنتشر. I started in sales وشوية interior work وبعدين طبعا ما كنتش الصراحة أتوقع إن أنا I was gonna be good at it. يعني like I was gonna be like a good salesperson.
Yeah.
فاكتشفت إنه I was really good. I knew how to sell because I appreciated what I was selling.
Yeah.
عارفة لأن that was the designer part in me. فابتديت هناك اشتغلت في المجال ده أول حاجة as a sales, a little bit of interior design وبعدين I became as a director and I became as a buyer. البوزيشن اللي أخذته as a buyer and being able to travel إن أنا كنت بسافر ميلان بحضر الصالون دي موبيلي من أواخر ال90s وشفت مرحلة التطور لغاية دلوقتي. ده الصراحة ساعدني كتير في حياتي المهنية.
اوكي.
فطول الوقت اللي قعدت فيه بعدين I owned my own showroom في لوس أنجلوس.
اوكي.
That was kind of my last venture from my first chapter in my life. اللي بعديه تركت الفurniture world ورحت بقى للdesign world when I moved to Dubai وأبو ظبي.
Okay.
That's when I actually got involved in more of interior design work.
طب لا بس this is very interesting. Tell me more بقى يعني دلوقتي how long did you stay في الفurniture design؟ ايه السبب اللي خلاك تسيبه وتموف بقى into design world؟
شوفي أنا حياتي بعتبرها it's like chapters in a book, like 3 chapters of my life. أول chapter when I finished school in '94 ابتديت in the furniture business and it lasted for about 12 years, from 1994 until 2006. And I feel in Nona I have achieved the maximum in the business by creating my own showroom. It was my own vision, and it was a hit in Los Angeles. It became very, very successful. فحسيت إنه خلاص وصلت للlimit. يعني what's next? عارفة what is the next journey?
Yeah.
فجات لي a great opportunity in Dubai. In the furniture, by the way.
Okay.
In the furniture برضو, بس it allowed me more creativity. وبعدين دبي في ذيك الوقت كانت
Rising.
yeah, very exciting. It was coming it was an up and coming city. Everyone was talking about it ومش عارف ايه والحاجات دي. وبرج دبي ولا برج خليفة was being under construction في الوقت ده وحاجة. فحسيت انه I need a change. عارفة أنا قعدت في أمريكا for too long. وقعدت في آخر جزء في آخر مدينة في أمريكا which is Los Angeles, way west.
Yeah.
فحبيت إني أروح east شوية بقى.
180 degree change.
بالضبط. فدبي كانت a great start in the Middle East for me. بعدين أبو ظبي قعدت في furniture business about 6 months. وبعدين رحت in development. I started working with a development company. I was their ambassador, and I liaisoned between them and big architecture firms, Frank Gehry, Zaha Hadid, Norman Foster, to do big projects في Abu Dhabi. And that was a great experience. يعني حاجة صراحة incredible experience. And right after that, I decided to go into design business. So I created my first studio in Abu Dhabi.
But it was a decision based. خلاص بقى. Now you decided and you want to move out of being an ambassador for developers coordinating between them big designers to do your own design studio.
بالضبط.
Okay.
بالضبط.
Oh.
فابتديت in interior design. Luckily, my first job was with the government, or a semi-government company. And that's it. And that's how I started until for 12 years.
وبعدين how did you come back بقى لمصر؟
بعدين قعدت في الإمارات 12 سنة.
Okay.
And then
إن شاء الله يعني you look way younger than that.
بعدين ابتديت أحن لمصر لأنه أنا اتربيت في مصر. وابتديت أحن للبلد للشعب للكالتشر للحضارة المصرية. وشفت إن مصر ابتدت to become very active and very exciting في الديزاين مجال الديزاين ومجال الديفلوبمنت. ف I said let's give it a try. فجيت 2018 فتحت الاستوديو بتاعي هنا.
بس خلاص you quit إمارات دلوقتي.
خلاص I left Emirates. I still have clients في الإمارات لسه لغاية دلوقتي.
بس operating من مصر.
بس operating من القاهرة. ف I love it. لسه يعني بروح مثلا مرات بيجي لي freelance work in the US. So I go to the US. Sometimes I get freelance jobs in Europe.
Yeah.
So I go there for the duration بتاعت المشروع. بخلص المشروع وبرجع تاني.
Okay, this is
يعني
very interesting.
My base is here.
بس يعني أصلاً قرار إنه you want to بتنتقل من بلد للتانية just upon the decision is very courageous I can say. و there are big changes. يعني كل بلد رحتها هي ليها identity مختلفة تماماً عن البلد التانية. يعني even though Egypt وإمارات هما الاثنين جنب بعض، مصر والإمارات جنب بعض، ولكن ال background وال daily routine is totally different for both countries. This is very very interesting. يعني I think only few people have the courage to do this. I think this is part of what's making you who you are today. This multi-cultural, let's say, homogeneity you're taking and you're putting back. Is it affecting the designs you're...
أكيد. أنا ابتديت أسافر وأنا عندي 8 سنين.
Okay.
فأنا I call it cross culture. عارفة ودي أحسن حاجة الواحد يعملها if they're in our business, design business, which is traveling, seeing other cultures, seeing the world. أنا to me this is the best education. يعني أنا بيقولي أحيانا طلبة freshly grads from schools والحاجات دي بيسألوني should we go and do our masters or should we go and do like our PhD or do, and I'm like no, invest your money in traveling. Travel, go see the world, شوفوا الناس بتعيش ازاي, eat different foods, visit different museums, شوفوا شوارع, شوفوا كلام, لغة, الحاجات دي كلها دي
فتح سكوبس كده in their mind.
بالضبط, دي اللي هي الاستثمار في الشخص اللي هو بينمي قدراته, بيتعلم.
والكرياتيفيتي بينمي كرياتيفيتي جدا.
It skills you. عارفة, it really develops your character.
يعني definitely they will need to learn. طبعا التعليم, بس التعليم انا دايما بشوف انه نتعلم الحاجه اللي هتضيف لنا, مش اتعلم ماسترز عشان هو ماسترز وخلاص, مش اتعلم كورس عشان هو كورس وخلاص. what will this, يعني it's an investment you're putting money in, فهيرجع لك بيه, as well as انه برضو لازم develop personal skills فيه as much as possible, لانه اللي انا I don't know personally, I see انه both are parallel. I can do one of them and quit the other. انت مش هينفع تبقى شخص عنده personal skills, interpersonal skills عالية جدا, بس you don't acquire the base knowledge, لأنه this is a key, one of the keys, and then you cannot be someone with a lot of knowledge, but your interpersonal skills are not quite developed.
صح.
You will not do مثلا you will not go even التعامل مع الناس. يعني احنا our job is basically communication with people.
بالضبط.
You don't know how to understand them, how to it's not stealing, بس it takes you a while to grab the need from the client from their inside. And you will not only know إنه خلاص I want to design my house, I want it white. لا, you don't want it white. أنا لو قعدنا نتكلم شوية هنكتشف إنه أنت عايزه مريح مثلا, عايزه فاتح مش white. It's different for us as designers, white from فاتح. عايزه ممكن في الآخر تلاقي نفسك رحت في اتجاه تاني خالص. white would have took us to certain types أو designs, لكن later on لا, أنا رحت معاك باتجاهات تانية. the interpersonal skills plays a big role. طيب, when you were taking the decision to move from one country to another, at a certain part, مثلا moving from LA to Dubai, you had to shut down your showroom.
No, my showroom is still there.
Okay.
My showroom is still there.
So you're managing from
No, it's still there, but it's, I sold my shares of the showroom.
Okay.
No, and I couldn't have a business there and then travel and then have another business. It's not logical to me.
This sacrifice of giving up this I think it was your first personal project, يعني أول business you own.
في Los Angeles?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and I think برضو you did not start حاجة ليك قبليها, يعني كان أول entrepreneurship work you do.
Yes.
برضو فكرة إنه إحنا بيبقى عندنا التبني إنه I did this, but it's mine, I don't want to give up upon. I think this sacrifice that you've done to develop على other sides, to explore different sides, was very beneficial, and it really added to your experience.
Well, and I wouldn't call it sacrifice. No, I wouldn't. It's a transition. You move from one stage of your life to another stage.
Yeah.
So it's a learning experience. عارفة أنت, we have to push ourselves. We cannot stay just in one direction ولا one field or one area all the time. عشان نتعلم لازم نجرب حاجات جديدة. لازم نسيب كل حاجة احنا متعلقين فيها ونبتدي all over again. ما في بيقول لك أنت المثل اللي بيقول لك to succeed you have to fail 1,000 times.
Definitely.
عشان تحسي بحلاوة النجاح لازم تفشلي عدة مرات so you could appreciate it. فده شيء مهم.
لا, وكمان I think it's very interesting إنه you were going different positions, من business owner ل employee ل someone who's because you're playing a joker, you're coordinating between designers and developers دلوقتي again being you're a business owner. I think ناس كتير ما بتعرفش تعمل ده، وناس كتير ما يخطرش على بالهم ان هم يعملوا ده. يعني ان هو انا خلاص فتحت my own business, it needs to work out، فانا هفضل متمسك بيه no matter the circumstances عامله ايه، no matter it's working or not, no matter انا عندي knowledge or not، انا هفضل في البوزيشن بتاع البيزنس اونر. Going back and forth is يعني to me it's inspiring now. يعني I really got inspired from that. بس now you've just said إنه there is students بيجولك أول ما بيتخرجوا
Yes.
و they're asking for advice وأنت بتنصحهم إنه لا travel, see more, develop in your personal skills. بس what else would you advise these students? يعني
If they get the opportunity to work abroad, عارفة, that's also it's very helpful to build your character, to give you an identity. لأنه الشغل في أمريكا with Americans is completely different than working with people in the GCC area. It's extremely different than working with people in this part of the world. عارفة, ده الشيء أنا بشجعه إن الواحد يقدر ياخد خبرة في مكان ثاني يشتغل. مش لازم يكون في نفس المجال اللي أنت بتشتغل فيه. عارفة, إحنا يعني أنا I don't mind working at a restaurant. لأنه في المطعم you learn how to design a kitchen in a home ولا at a restaurant. تعرفي بقى circulation, تعرفي الحاجات دي كلها. You develop your sense in eating, your palate, your smell. عارفة, بتعرفي بقى يعني أنت as long as you keep your senses excited and you train them, that will help you. You may not see it at that time. ما تكونش بالنسبة لك دي يعني أنا بعمل كده ليه؟ بس في وقت من الأوقات هتلاقي إنه اللي عملتيه ده حقيقي كان very beneficial to you when you start doing interior design ولا architecture design ولا أي حاجة.
بيعلمنا بحاجات we don't see at the moment. يعني كنت بتكلم lately مع حد وبقول لهم إنه أنا I went back. أنا كنت في academic for too long وبعدين I left and I went into corporate life, a very tough corporate life. I was intending ده عشان أنا كنت عايزة أتعلم the discipline of being an employee. ممكن being in academia is a bit flexible, وبرضه you get to do what you want, you have your own opinion. Being an employee is totally different. أنت دلوقتي you're not flexible at all. بيتعمل اللي بيتقالك عليه لأنه you're not even on a managerial level.
صح.
فخلاص انت you need to follow the rules. and I believe انه playing all the roles فعلا is very important. It adds a lot to your skills. Again, if you go back to the position of being the academic, you're going to be thinking from a different perspective. يعني this is how you widen by your scope and mentality to see more, to be able to be more flexible. I think flexibility is very, very important.
It is. And that requires also a certain personality. You have to be very humble. انت ما تقدريش تقولي ان انا كنت مانجر وكنت اونر هروح اشتغل عند ناس ثانيه ازاي؟ هروح اعمل كده ليه؟ ما انا كنت البوس. Now somebody else is going to be my boss. That is very, very important. عارفه, you have to يعني انا لما كنت بعمل شغل في big projects في ابو ظبي, government projects and stuff like that, I go down. I cleaned the place myself with my office employees. We do everything ourselves. We hire a company, بس احنا كمان we do it. يعني عارفة, you have to do everything in there. So whether it's cleaning, whether if you're talking to your contractor, your employees, كل واحد من تحت لغاية فوق.
عشان الواحد لما بيكون understanding, I think they manage even better.
بالضبط. تعرفي ازاي, you know exactly how to deal with every single project, with every single person on that project.
Yeah.
You know, from the smallest person all the way to the top.
Totally agree on that. طيب, let's say the current generations, we can say إن هم محظوظين بس مش محظوظين. يعني circumstances are hard technology is very very developed. What do you think of how can they start the route?
You mean how the technology is affecting
يعني هم عندهم الويبن بتاع technology development which اللي يقدر يساعدهم ان هم ينجحوا، بس في نفس الوقت يقدر يكون boundary او limit ليهم في النجاح. ف if you would advise them دلوقتي انه how would you learn from this technology او utilize this double-edged weapon?
Technology is a tool. Is a tool that ان احنا في جيلنا we didn't miss but we didn't have. عارفة زي دلوقتي انت عندك انستغرام، عندك بنترست، عندك الحاجات دي كلها. This is your tool, but don't let it be your real job, your real thing. Just use it as a tool on the side. They're very lucky. They're absolutely lucky. You know, they have all of these programs to do drawings, to animations. يعملوا الحاجات دي كلها. بس don't depend on it. Designers, architects, you still need to use your senses as a human being. Touch, feel, study of a space. يعني program ما يقدرش يقول لك بالضبط how would you feel inside a space. اللايت فيه بيبقى ازاي والحاجات دي كلها. They cannot. It requires a human being to do so. فلسه احنا ما تطورناش للدرجة دي. لسه محتاجين بني ادمين، ناس تروح وتعرف.
Definitely, it will never take our role.
بالضبط.
It was a pleasure having you today. I really enjoyed the conversation.
Thank you very
and I was really, really lucky to get to interview you today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure. Anytime.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.